Hey, it's Rhoa. Welcome back to my channel. This video, of course, you saw the title. It's going to be about The Housewives, season 16, episode 6. The title of the episode was called Leave Interrupted. But before I get started on that, the last time that we met, we talked about Porsha starting a YouTube channel. And so since then, I think she's done maybe 2 additional videos, one doing a mukbang or whatever that is when you eat and smack on food. It's so pointless to me. But anyway, in Porsha's second video, she revealed that the person who gave Kenya the information about Brit is still a current cast member on the show. I felt like she was trying to do this big bomb drop and it just fell completely flat. Is it just me? Or when you come with, you telling us you got a receipt, we expect somebody from the cast, especially somebody like Porsha, who is at this point one of the longest standing members on the show since they've done a rebranding or recasting. We're expecting you to drop a real receipt, not a, ooh, I got something I'm gonna tell y'all half of, but I ain't gonna tell you who it is. Don't do that. It fell completely flat, and it made some of us have to sit through torture so much longer because I'm one of the people, I don't want to listen to Porsha. Porsha, while she has a personality that works well, like on the morning show that she was on with Ricky Smiley, she worked perfect with that with an ensemble cast. But listening to Porsha, it's something that she don't have enough scruples for me to want to listen to her talk about absolutely nothing. So the point of her show, I thought, is to give us some behind the scenes information so she can end up on the Shade Room like Dr. Heavenly after her reviews. You know, give us something with some substance. Porsha did absolutely nothing. So I don't want to even watch the videos moving forward because we got nothing from it. You dropped a ripped off receipt that didn't even have a total or the number of items you bought on it. So that was pretty pointless. Speaking of YouTube channels, let's talk about Kenya Moore. Y'all, well, every time I say Kenya Moore, I think about that damn Phaedra when she be like Kenya Moore. Every time I say Kenya Moore, I think about that. But anyway, Kenya is also starting a channel, a YouTube channel. And you can check out her Instagram page, Kenya, to see what the name of her YouTube channel is because I haven't done that yet. But anyway, she is premiering a video on Friday. And I don't know, y'all, I don't know what to expect. But I really do, and hear it here and out of my mouth and out of my brain first, that I think she is making a huge mistake. I feel like she is seeking vindication and it's not necessary and it's not going to be given. We saw what we saw. We saw what she did to you. And we saw how you retaliated in such a distasteful way. Not even that it was super distasteful. It's just the who, what, when, where, how. You have to be aware. There takes some self-awareness to know, is this the right thing to do? Is this the right place to do it? Is this the right time? What are the consequences? At a certain age, and Kenya is well up there. I'm not sure. She got to be in her 50s, though. You got to learn how to fight dirty the right way in which it does not impact your pocket. And as we can see from this season, it did. So I hope that with Kenya starting this YouTube page and coming to vindicate herself or what have you, that she doesn't fall into the downward spiral of Nene Leakes. You know how you get so hurt and you feel like you aren't heard and you just start spiraling out of control on everybody, and then you look up and then you claiming you've been blackballed and you're not taking accountability for any of the things that you've done to be blackballed. I hope Kenya is not doing it. So if she's coming on YouTube, I hope she's being smart and thinking about the money. And if you're not gonna be on the show at that point, start reviewing the damn show. And I done left Nene a few comments under her post telling her to review the show. That's what you want to do anyway. If you can't be on it, if you can't beat them, join them, damn it. And so that's all I'm hoping that Kenya is going to do. First, tell your side of the story. And first of all, apologize, Kenya. That might at least get you a seat to come to the reunion. I'm not sure when that's going to be filmed, but at least you can come at that moment even if you not even do like Dr. Heavenly, and I hate to keep mentioning Dr. Heavenly, but I love me some Dr. Heavenly because the bitch messy. She messy and she know it. And she know what she got to do to stay on this show. Apologize. It don't mean you got to mean it, Kenya. Just apologize and say, I got ahead of myself. I did the wrong thing. And I would hate if somebody did that to me. While I felt threatened by this gun, I took matters into my own hands and did it the complete wrong way. I stole my own moment from my salon, which is the most important thing to me, and I messed up. Just say you messed up, Kenya. So if she's coming to do that, I think there can be some redemption. But if she not, she might as well keep on twirling on, like Porsha said, straight on to the bottom piece of hell if she ain't made it there yet, because I feel like she already made it with that stunt she did. Anyway, I have a question for y'all first before I even move on into this episode. Do we expect more from Kenya? Honestly, if this was maybe 5 years ago, like season 6, season 7, Kenya, I would say no. Because we've seen Kenya do some crazy things. She showed up dressed like Porsha with the net on with the fake booty. That was embarrassing. She pulled Kim Fields' chair. That was embarrassing. The way she disrespected Tanya, you know, saying that bringing somebody a cookie lady at the cookie lady part. Y'all know what I'm talking about if you watch Real Housewives of Atlanta. So Kenya has done some low things to bring in the scepter and putting it in Portia's face, and Portia slung her ass from here down yonder. Should have taught her her lesson, but obviously, you know, obviously she hasn't. So do y'all expect more from Kenya? I really felt like at this point, season 16, I did, because I have seen Kenya kind of elevate in a way and mature in a way since having Brooklyn, especially since she came on telling us that she, you know, is dedicating this salon to her daughter and she wants this to build generational wealth, and how much money she's put into it and how she's afraid. And we saw Kenya's evolution on this show. And I, at this moment, will say I expected more from her, but I guess not. So moving along into this episode, Real Housewives of Atlanta, episode 6. Episode 6, yes. Peace Interrupted. I'm not gonna go in order of this episode because it really wasn't that entertaining to me. I just want to skip to bits and pieces of what stood out to me. Since we talked about bringing Kenya, I want to kind of hone in on what happened at the event that Kelly planned for Brit. She wanted to plan this, you know, intimate event for just the girls to check in on Brit to see how she was feeling. And so at this event, they start off and, you know, Kelly was telling her, hey, we just wanted to check in on you. It was wrong what happened to you. We don't condone it. And they said, hey, you know, we've checked on Kenya, and shit hit the fan from there, right? Brit was so caught up on everybody checking on Kenya that she missed that they were doing this event to check in on her. Granted, we don't know what these girls' relationships are off camera. Of course, we know Kenya and Porsha has been on the show together, but they've had friction, so I don't know how close they are. I know Shamia is kind of like the nucleus, so she has relationships with everybody, but the depth of these relationships, we do not know. So Brit was so caught up on, well, why didn't, hold on, you got to get in character when you talk like Brit.
So everyone checked on Kenya? So why did anyone need to check on Kenya? She's the one that wronged me.
And Angela said in this thing at some point, but you got to look at things in totality and how we got here, sweetheart. Because you weren't just, you can say you a victim, but I'm going to say in a fight, you get what's given to your ass. And she socked it to you, Brit. And I'm not saying that you were deserving of that level of get back, but damn it, you got it. You can't tell me how hard to hit your ass when you hit me first. Anywho, well, first Brit said, you know,
I lost my license over this. I lost my license
trying to gain sympathy. And Angela was like, hold on, I obtained 2 licenses. And there has to be, on what cause did you lose your license? Because she did say she lost her license. She didn't say immediately that her license was under investigation or whatever. So Angela asked her that, and she had the nerve to ask Angela, are you dumb? Do you not see what happened? Bitch, excuse my language. We all saw what happened. But she asked you a simple question. But this speaks to the character of Brit. She is ghetto. She does not possess a housewife demeanor. Nothing about her says housewife. It screams video hoe, trying to look like something and act like something that she's not. It just gives me fake and fraudulent. Nothing about her gives me housewife. I don't like how she snapped at Angela. Angela already sweating, going through menopause. You might want a wrong road because I want them to keep Angela. I think Angela is a great addition to this show. But just seeing Brit's reaction in that moment over somebody asking her a reasonable question, I don't know how much longer she would last on this show if she can't handle the very basic engagements and conversations. I don't know how much longer she would last on this show. Also, at some point during it, she was said another one of Kenya's slogans. And help me in the comments to remember what it is that she said. She said something like, "Don't come for me." You keep referencing Kenya. This lets me know that she lives in the back of your pea brain rent free. I don't care what nobody say. You know, at some point we build these opinions in our brain, and damn it, I've done it for my damn self. Brit came on this show with an infatuation with Kenya of some sort. Either she wanted to be her friend, or she saw Kenya as the villain from seeing her on TV and wanted to be the one to come in and check her. That's my story. I'm sticking to it, and it didn't work out. And to this day, you mad at Kenya and you still referencing her lines. Why is Angela always damn sweating? Why she always damn sweating? And you know, if your ass damn sweating, you just need to get you some braids so your scalp can breathe. Then you had these wigs tacked on, your glue ain't working, everything just sweating off. You got on your Fashion Nova outfit with, I love it, Fashion Nova. But girl, if I'm speaking on all of these housewives, as I'm looking at them, y'all, from this season, none of them look like housewives except for Porsha. Porsha always looks glam. She always look like she got it. We ain't got to see Balenciaga and Chanel all over her attire to know what the brand is. I think Shamia does that a lot. It's so much so that it looks cheap. It doesn't look housewifey. Shamia looks like Shamia from the block in her clothes. I think that she needs a makeover. Angela needs a makeover. Drew definitely needs a makeover. She looked like a walking hip hop video. They are all just tacky. Brit looked like a video hoe. Who else we missing? Kenya always just look old school tacky to me. It don't matter what she got on. She looked like the old lady at the club that's trying too hard. Porsha is the only one that reads housewife when I look at them. And I don't know. Tell me what y'all think. Am I wrong about that? But I did notice it. Kelly had a scene with her daughter. What was her oldest daughter name? Chloe? Don't know. But Kelly had a scene with her daughter, and they were discussing the custody battle between her and her ex-husband. Now, the oldest daughter that was on the scene with Kelly is her oldest child from a prior relationship. Her other 4 children are from the husband that she's currently divorcing. And an article came out. I don't know what shelf it came out at and who knew. We didn't knew you until, well, I didn't know you. I'm speaking for myself. I didn't know you until this season. And even now, I still didn't care enough about you to go look up an article about what your husband trying to do. Y'all, them damn birds get on my nerves. They just sit on my chimney, so excuse it. I hope it ain't distracting for you as it is for me. But anyway, the sadness that her daughter had when she mentioned this article stating that the ex-husband was trying to get custody of the other 4 children and not her. I have mixed feelings about that, but I could see the sadness in her daughter, like, especially if this man raised her like they're saying he did. Like, she was very young when this man came into her mother's life. So he was a father figure to her. And I'm not sure if her father is in her life or what's the story with that at this point. But obviously she did care about him and look to him as a father figure. So I see how that could be hurtful. Obviously she wouldn't want this man to get custody of her. But I think the point of it is, you wouldn't fight to see me. You don't even mention me as if I don't exist, but I still look to you as a father figure. I thought that was sad. How do you feel about that? And how would you feel if this wasn't your child's biological father and they wanted to fight you for them too? I think I would feel a way about that. So tell me y'all comments, because I'm conflicted with it. In this episode, they talked to Porsha a lot about her relationship and her divorce with Simon. And for me, Portia says she's really sad and she's going through a hard time. Is it just me? Because I just don't buy it. And I'm trying not to be biased because I don't necessarily like Portia in that way. I don't hate Portia. I like Portia enough to try some Pamper by Portia sheets. I like Portia enough to buy some gold naked hair because I have a time or two or three. But I just don't believe Portia. She talked about how Simon has lashed out, how he didn't respond to Pilar when she had Pilar reach out because she calls him Pop Pop. Girl, y'all weren't married but 3 seconds. And not saying that her and Pilar didn't form a relationship with Simon, but do I think Pilar she is at an age where if that man get go, she might ask about him the first week. But a month from now, she ain't gonna give a damn. And trust me, I know from experience. I don't believe for 1 second that Pilar wanted to reach out to that man. You probably said, Pilar, you want to call Pop Pop? And you using that as a storyline because every other storyline that you had planned fell through. Simon is not just lashing out because of whatever reason that you're trying to conjure up or make us believe, as if we got one damn marble. Simon is upset because he thought you loved him. But we, the people, and I'm going to speak for myself, we knew you didn't care about this man. She saw a lifestyle she wanted to live. Hence, why you quit your jobs. You quit the housewives. You quit the radio station. You had all these things going out. You thought you was going to sit up in this house. You thought this man had a lot of money. You thought you was going to sit around and write books and post pictures all day, gratifying the fruits of his labor. And when the second you found out this man was broke, you ran for the hills. It was not through sickness and health. It was not through rich or for poor. And it damn sure wasn't to death do you part. You got your ass on down. And I ain't saying I blame you, but let's just call a spade a spade. Also in a scene where Portia was talking about Simon, Drew mentioned that Drew actually, I don't know if they say she's a good actor. I don't know if it was sincere, but she did look like she really wanted to come over and hug Portia in the midst of her fake cry. But she said it's unfortunate that they are going through the same type of situation and she can't be there for Portia, obviously, because Portia is upset that she is filming with the hot dog man here, Dennis. There was another thing, another scene in this episode that stood out to me. Brit and her husband Mike, and I think this was at the top of the episode. Brit doing this fake cry to her husband about how low Kenya's acts were and how it's posted everywhere. Where was it posted, y'all? Well, I know it was on the internet prior to the season. It was on the internet prior to the season. Did anybody care? Probably not. I don't know you. I don't know if anybody else knew you. Who cares? And even now, when you go look for it, whatever it is that Kenya posted, it's not out there. So while we know that this stuff does exist, it's not out there on the internet. It's not like the Kim K. It's not like the Kim K tape or anything where we can go look up and you are. I mean, Kenya really had to dig deep for this footage because I haven't found anything except a few pictures like on Black Planet or something like that. And the pictures weren't that great. Drew and Ralph. Let's talk Drew and Ralph. There was a scene that Drew was at the table at the house eating breakfast with her children. And she mentioned that due to a court order, like the second or fourth weekend of every month, she has to leave the home and allow Ralph to come from the pits of the basement to have normal parenting time with their children. How sad is that? How sad is that? And I'm going to end this review on this topic because there was nothing else interesting that I pulled out from this episode. But I thought it was really sad that she has to leave her house. Just think, on a Saturday, you probably had a long work week. It's a Saturday, you want to sleep in. But because we couldn't work things out amongst ourselves regarding our family and how things are ran with our children, we have to go to a judge and they have to tell us that we, who pay the bills in this house, have to leave our house for the husband to come from the basement to have regular parenting time with his kids. It's sad. And from somebody that's been through visitation and custody battles, I will tell anybody going through a divorce, if you can put your feelings aside for 5 minutes to just talk about the betterment of the kids and take yourself and your feelings out of it, do it. Because you'll end up in a situation like this of Ralph and Drew, where somebody else is making decisions on behalf of your kids. They don't even give a damn about your kids. They don't even know your kids. They just saying, since y'all can't get y'all shit right here, you stay over here in this corner, you stay over there in that corner, and we gonna figure it out for you since y'all dumb enough and can't do it yourselves. And I know that it's hard, especially when you going and battling all the emotions that y'all have and all the anger and all the frustrations that y'all have towards each other. It's hard. But then you got to look at bigger picture. So he comes up from the basement. We see Ralph come up from the basement. And now Drew has to leave. Ralph also made a statement that Drew pays no bills. Why he thought that was relevant and he can't even verify his income of employment according to Drew's attorney, I don't know. Ultimately, I just think it's sad. This whole situation with Ralph and Drew is sad. I'm going to say this, y'all. Drew can leave this show. Kenya can stay gone too. If Porsha don't come up with something else other than filming with her baby daddy in this fake sadness from her divorce from Simon, she can go. Keep Angela. Keep Shamia. Who else we got? Keep Kelly. And build a whole new cast around her. Bring a OG back if you want to. Bring a Candy back. I ain't even mad at that. But I feel like from here, if they don't come up with something new, the train is going down. Olympus has fallen. I don't think what's going on right now can keep up through the entire season. So I'm hoping that we see something different coming. Nonetheless, y'all, that's all I got from this episode. Tell me what I missed so we can talk about it in the comments. Like this video. Subscribe to my channel. And until next time, I'll holler at y'all. Bye. So fucked up. So fucked up.